Sports Radio for Ann Arbor, Michigan, WPAG, dial 1050. Eastern Standard Time at the tone will be exactly 1:15.
Hello, everybody. Yes, sir, it's finally here. Michigan versus Ohio State in football.
He broadcast like he felt. He was that emotional about Michigan football.
And when you walk out of that stadium tomorrow afternoon with victory ringing in your ears, you're going to know that you could have been 12-0 in the season.
I think there's thousands and thousands of people out there that he attracted to Michigan football.
There was absolutely no question about it. Bob Ufer had a way of stirring the imagination. He put the listener on the 50-yard line. He made him or her a part of the game. He painted the picture.
100 years of memories seem to echo in my ear. From Yost right on through Chrysler, from Chrysler down to Bo, those coaches molded greatness for all the world to know. Young men like Tommy Harmon, who won the Heisman Award, names like Heston and Oosterbaan, and of course, old Jerry Ford. A century of great players, of outstanding coaches too. And with the victors ringing in our hearts, we honor the maize and blue. And as I really look around here for the last time, I just can't help but feel, down deep, and in a very nostalgic way, that the godfather of all Michigan football, the late and great Fielding H. Yost, up there in football's Valhalla, he's got to be smiling down on his Michigan right now.
I'm the producer of Bob Ufer, A Life in a Season, and although the rest of this documentary is comprised of recordings from elsewhere, I felt that the only proper way to close this 2-hour journey we've taken together is with a few words of my own. Bob Ufer passed away 3 years before I was even born, and yet his story, and so very personal style, which survived through these recordings, have made me feel as though I knew him in the living world. It's said that a person isn't really dead so long as we remember them. Well, if that's true, then surely Bob Ufer lives on. The cheer of each Saturday football crowd distantly echoing through the corners of Ann Arbor revive him. He lives on in every punt of the ball, in every tailgate, in every chord from the band. He lives on in every person that hears a Bob Ufer recording for the first time and is changed forever. He lives on in me, and now he lives on in you, too. May Bob Ufer forever be the immortal voice of Michigan football.
It is Ohio State suffering what will be the greatest upset in their history, the biggest upset in the history of Michigan football. Ripley couldn't have made it any better than this. Michigan 24, Ohio State 12. What the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And those who stay will be champions. It's intercepted. It's intercepted by Garden. Garden intercepted. His second interception of the afternoon. Touchdown, Billy Porter. Touchdown, Billy Taylor! Billy Taylor scored a touchdown! And it's down to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Dennis Franklin! Oh my God, Dennis Franklin! Can you imagine anyone taking themselves seriously about a football game? A simple little game? Oh, you gotta be nuts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! There it is, the phone! George Patton, Jim Meckler scoring horn! Oh, we're not excited, not one damn bit. It's the greatest college fight song ever written. The Michigan Victors! It rains sweet flies on their foreign fight.
I don't think I ever knew a sweeter man in my entire life.
He proved that loyalty was a valuable thing. I think Michigan will always be the better for it.
But Bob would come on the air, you know, and he set the record straight. There's only one school around, and that's Michigan.
He was a special, special person.
Here's a guy 10 days from passing away. We have 101,000 people looking up at Dad on the microphone.
I just will never forget his speech. He left no doubt that we were going to win.
But Ufer went down there and gave his wife a 20-minute pep talk about getting through the surgery. And Bob died 4 days later.
He sort of became an institution because he was genuine.
He was a hard-working guy, and he was a humble guy. He was a good guy.
Oh, baby, no! Was that a beautiful touchdown? Francis Scott, sick and Mason, move Michigan hard. You're going to win that ball game tomorrow. You're going to win it for Bo. You're going to win it for Michigan. You're going to win it for yourselves.
Football is a religion, and Saturday is the holy day of obligation.
He's going all the way, and it's a 45. There he goes. He's the longest run in the history of Michigan football. Man, that guy could run 15 minutes in the phone booth, and he wouldn't even touch the side. Kneeling at the 40. It's spotted. It's kicked. It's end over, and it is. It is good. It is good. He throws downfield to Carter. Carter ends up. Today is the day that 22 Michigan arrogant asses put on the gloves of green, and as Richter played the victors, they picked Darryl Rogers clean.
Isn't this what college football's all about? That's why you're where you are, I'm where I am, and aren't you just loving the devil out of it? God darn it, this is great.